Good. Okay. So, in elementary and middle school, we were taught about extinction, starting with the dinosaurs. So, we learned that dinosaurs once roamed the earth like millions of years ago, and then all of a sudden, they didn't. And slowly, more animals were added to this list, and it was the list of extinction. And there are more things than just animals on this list, like bacteria and plants, etc. But what would happen if something went extinct that was detrimental to the human race and its own race? And it's so small that we barely even know it's there. So according to writer Amy Wang in her October 2016 Washington Post article, 7 species were just added to the endangered species list. And this not only affects them, but it affects the human race. But how is a little bee affecting the human race? So that's what I'm going to talk to you about today. So my main points today are the causes of why bees are going extinct, why and how it affects us, how to fix the problem, and how it relates to the public affairs mission. So, according to entomologist Marla Spivak in her June 2013 TED Talk, there are 4 linked reasons as to why bees are going extinct. So it actually starts out with monoculture farming. So back in the day, farmers were just farming for their families. They weren't farming for really anybody else. So they were planting like cucumbers, watermelons, whatever they wanted to eat. So eventually, as like society progressed, they started basically farming just one crop. So like they were farming just corn or just strawberries or just apples. And so with that, it started to have a flowerless landscape. So they were forgetting about the wildflowers, which were very important to bees because it gives bees food. So without a flowerless landscape, bees don't have anything to eat. And so they're having to travel a longer distance to get to their food. And with pesticides poisoning them, so they're getting toxins in their body, so it's making them weaker and harder for them to fly. And diseases and parasites are also making them weaker, so they're being immune to a lot of different things, and it's causing them to die a lot quicker. So, according to Emmanuel in his September 2016 New Times article, 16.5% of vertebrate pollinators and 40% of invertebrate species are facing extinctions due to pesticides. So it's not just bees going extinct, it's like multiple different insects like butterflies and other invertebrates. And so, according to writer Tashia Pillay in her August 2016 Main Body Edition article, she quotes Albert Einstein and says that mankind won't survive 5 years without honeybees, but why is this? So, according to writer David Golson in his February 2016 China Dialogue article, the decline of bees forces Chinese apple farmers to pollinate by hand. So basically, they're having to they're having to go plant by plant at this apple farm and basically pollinate by hand. So they're getting like big long sticks and it has cotton fibers at the end, and basically they go to flowers, pick the pollen up, and then go to the plant they want to pollinate and basically do that. And it's very, very slow. The statistics basically like they can do like 8 trees a day while bees can do like millions. So according to writer Diana McKern in her June 2016 EcoWatch article, 87 out of 115 weeding food crops depend on animal pollinators. So that's basically about 80% of crops being pollinated by bees. And so the United States is losing about 10 million beehives, which is each one is equivalent to $200, so about $2 billion is being lost. And so when they're losing money, they're having to jack up their prices of like honey and other food products, and it's bad for the economy. It's just not a good thing. And it puts 1/3 of our food system in danger, so basically a lot of our food. And according to writer Christina Savage in her August 2013 Natural Society article, these are just some of the foods that would possibly go extinct or be lost without bees. So we have like cashews, cactus, avocados, coffee. Anybody who likes Starbucks, yeah, that wouldn't be around anymore. Cotton, so most clothes that you wear are made of cotton, so clothes would not really be around, or they would have to be made of something else. Hazelnut, Nutella lovers, gone. Watermelons, cantaloupe, just a bunch of different foods. Cocoa, chocolate. Does that not make anybody sad? That makes me sad. Okay, but basically a lot of foods would not be here, and so, but what foods would be around though? So according to the website buzzaboutbees.net, wind-pollinated crops would be the only few crops left. So that would be like wheat, rice, corn, basically a lot of breads. So we would be having a lot of toast and stuff like that. But so what can we do about it? Like, what is there a solution to this problem? So planting flowers and less pesticide use, and these are some tips that are also from buzzaboutbees.net. Just planting more flowers would make it easier for bees to get their food. Planting them around crop areas, so aligning them next to like the crops so that they're just easier to get to. It would make bees have to travel just a lot less distance, and they would be stronger, and so pesticides wouldn't be as detrimental to them. But also, less pesticide use would be also really great. So if you started using just no pesticides at all, or using an environmentally safe pesticide, that would help a lot. And how does this relate to the public affairs mission? So basically, it's a community thing. So one person can plant flowers, and that's really awesome, but it would be more effective if more people like globally did this. So then this wouldn't be a bad thing happening around the globe. So today I talked to you about the causes of bees going extinct, the why and how it affects us, how to fix the problem, and how it relates to the public affairs mission, and I hope that you take these tips in use and care about the bees. Thank you.